We're talking through the ABCs of environmental law. And we're in the C's, and since we just covered CARB, the California Air Resources Board, it makes sense that our next C is for cap and trade. This is a market-based system designed to lower greenhouse gas emissions by treating pollution as a financial commodity. So instead of the government dictating every requirement, it sets a cap, which is a firm legal limit on the total emissions that certain businesses can have. And then the government lets the market dictate how companies will work with each other by trading their individual pollution allowances to meet the overall goal. The what being regulated are typically large-scale emitters like power plants and refineries. And the why is economic. It internalizes the cost of pollution. Businesses understand money. And by putting a price on carbon, the law encourages the market to find a cost-effective way to reduce emissions. It gives a financial incentive for some businesses to do that. So the question is, does it work? And in California, emissions have dropped while the economy grew. And the program has funded billions in clean energy projects. Cap and trade programs are also used globally to help other industrial countries manage massive carbon footprints. But the system is not without critics, and a major concern is the creation of hotspots. So you have a local community living near like a factory or an emitter, and they don't necessarily see air quality improvements in their neighborhood if that facility just buys a credit someplace else instead of cleaning it up. And beyond that, some people argue that cap and trade is really just preserving status quo. If carbon costs are low, it could be cheaper for you to buy your way out of a problem than to fundamentally change your business model and invest in cleaner equipment or products. And critics worry that this pay-to-play approach allows aging, high-polluting infrastructure to stay online longer, essentially stalling a transition to cleaner energy. So what's the takeaway? Cap and trade is a very sophisticated tool, but it's not a set-it-and-forget-it solution. It requires constant oversight to ensure that it doesn't just move pollution around, but actually eliminates or reduces it. And it proves that while we can use markets to drive change, the law also has to be mindful of the ultimate guardrails for public health.